Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. I hope your weekend was also fantastic and amazing. We got a little bit to do in this one where we are going to be getting into some rope action, and we need to get some agave clothes happening. So I did just get Carlos, well, Caravan back from buying stuff from Carlos. I kind of screwed up. I bought 4 cats from Carlos, and I needed to buy the 4 cats from Rania and sell to Carlos. So I screwed up with that, but that's beside the point. We got to level 2 with Carlos, so then we get our agave clothes, we get our agave rope, and you know that means we're gonna need a lot more agave. So over here we have turned off our farms. We have a little bit in store, but we're absolutely gonna kick those back on. Let's do that right now. And I was wondering about, I usually go this size of field. It is the standard 8x8 fields, because they're a nice size, and we know that 3 people are required to work on. So we were wondering what happens if we say, I don't know, make like a 16 by 16 field. What does it do then? So let's go ahead and let's go for it. Let's see what it does. Can we even do a 16 by 16? 15 by 15 is the biggest. Okay, so let's go 15 by 15 and see how that works out in comparison to our 3 by 3s. We got our field ready. 8 people. I'm gonna go with the 6 because it's approximately double the size of our other one, which is 8 by 8, and we're going with 6 because these guys have 3. So hopefully, I don't know, I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how it works. Hopefully it'll work. We'll go with 6. We're gonna go with agave because we need it, and we're gonna be using a lot of it. So we'll get that guy going, and then later we can get these 2 standard. Oh, we do have the people back in there. Okay, so that'll be good. We are now down to 2 laborers again all of a sudden. So maybe we want to back off one of these standard fields here in a second, because what I want to do is grab us processing and get to knitting and get to the knitting workshop. What I want to do in this episode is get us into the rope and get the rope to improve the research institutes. That's what I'm gonna go for here, because we got that experience with Carlos. So that's what I'm trying to do. And we're gonna get another little road in here, get that started up, and then I have our knitting workshop ready to roll. And then of course we're gonna need a couple people in the reed field, and our caravan did come back, so we have a handful more people, which is just perfect timing, of course. Now we should have sold those cats, so we go back over here and we're gonna get them from Rania, and then we're gonna get them to Carlos and try and continue to keep our, I don't know, our silver coins coming in. This isn't very good. Like this, it's not a whole lot of monies every time you do this. So it's, I don't know, it's a way, but it's not the greatest way for sure. We're gonna need, if we had more stuff to sell and to buy from everybody, then it would be better. Yeah, because see, we can't even do 4 cats anymore for some reason. Why can't we do 4 cats? Oh, because laborers, because I didn't pause it again. Okay, so we can't do that, but we do have our knitting workshop done, it looks like. I'm gonna take the person out of there. I just want to get a little bit of reserves of reeds before we do the knitting workshop like that. So we'll let the reed field do its thing for a little while, and then we'll get that. We also want to get some people back in the distilleries to continue to make us spirits. You can see here we are in not great smiley face zone, so let's get some spirits rolling. And I'm going to put 1 person back in there for now, and we'll have the 2 laborers just hanging out for a little bit longer, and we'll get those guys so they're available. And it is winter time, so let's do a little bit of gathering action. We have a little bit of space in here to take out some of these trees, so let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll grab these guys right in here. We're doing okay with timber, but we aren't bringing in enough timber to keep up with the demand on our chopping house, so our domestic fuels aren't quite there. You can see we're at like 30, which is better than nothing, but not that great. Now when we need to heat all of these houses, we could get into some mines and get some coal going, which is definitely on the list eventually here. But we still have to deal with our timber action for a little while yet, which is totally fine. We'll manage. We can always buy some more too. So here we go. We're getting into the planting season now. So we'll see how good our 6 versus our 3 fields go. I'm assuming that this bigger field is going to have a higher output. It should be approximately twice as much as a standard field, but we'll find out. So that's what we're gonna kind of test. It's not the greatest of tests, but just curious more than anything. And then back over here, we have a merchant ship. Ooh, let's just check. Okay, no blueprints, but tomato seeds and flax seeds, it looks like we own both of them. Okay, so we didn't have enough people to send that caravan out, so we're just kind of sitting here, just kind of waiting for stuff to accumulate, really, is basically what we're doing. And yeah, we're waiting for tech points, we're waiting for agave, and let's just take another quick peek. So we had discussed soap a little bit, but we wanted to get into knitting. So I think I'm still leaning towards soap. We have the fats. We have probably over 1,000 fats now just sitting around, so that'd be something to get into. But the theater is also kind of leaning toward because of our smiley face situation. Now, we can order the requirements for the theater, which is nothing too wild. It's just some bricks, some cut stone, and some glass. So that's something that we can order, and then once we are able to do that with a tech point, we'll have this stuff in, and then we can build our theater right away. So that's kind of what I'm feeling like, and then we can get our entertainment done as well, and then our happiness should be pretty good for a little while here. So I think that's kind of what I'm thinking about here. And then we can do that. We need the 4, so we have 4 people. So let's go ahead and let's form a caravan. Let's just see price-wise where our brick and cut stone lie. We do have a sand pit, so we could make our own bricks, but for now, I think I'm just gonna buy some. It looks like Rania is the good price there, which is nice. We have the brick, and then we needed cut stone. We'll see if Rania is all of these. It looks like they're about the same for cut stone, and then a little bit of glass action. We can see that, and Rania is also. And then Carlos is going to be our ticket for the cats. So if we're going to sell our cats for a little bit more money, which actually I don't even think we need to buy cats at this point. So Rania, I think, is going to be our ticket. We're going to go down to 4. We're going to purchase some things. Those things are going to be cut stone, and that's going to be 60 cut stone. Can we handle that? Okay, yes, we can. So we're going to purchase that. And then we need some bricks, which is also going to be 60. Purchase those guys. And then glass, which is going to be 30. Nothing too wild here. So we'll get the 30, and then we can, with the rest of the stuff, let's buy insurance. Let's buy some kittens, and we'll probably only be able to get 2 cats is what I'm guessing, 2 or 3. So let's see, we're at 26. Oh, we could maybe get away with this. 35 insurance. Yeah, so this is gonna be a good pull. We'll have 1 less cat than we normally get, but these goods are gonna be nice to have. So let's do that in form. Go see Rania, get those goods, and then we'll get that tech point, and then we'll get the happiness up, because right now happiness is not doing so great at all. And then we'll have the ropes as well, and then we'll get our research institutes. So we're on the cusp of a lot of good things happening with the town. I'm pretty excited about it. And we have another batch of immigrants on the way. So we're currently at 101 total population, which is pretty great, pretty exciting. Getting a little bit better now that we have some farms to handle some food demand and whatnot. That's really nice. And let's just see. So we are at the ripeness stage. You can see here that this is at 20% ripeness, and these are at 37. So this got complete a lot quicker. So I'm curious. We're just kind of watching that develop, and we'll see what it looks like here at the end of the season, which is fast approaching. So it'll be here very soon. Let's get rid of this cemetery as well. We'll put in a new one, and let's just check our faction reps overall. Okay, so we need a little bit more there, a little bit more there. Rania and Carlos are doubles. Or 2s is what I mean. So we could build our mosque, but we don't really need that. An embedding shop for this Persian tapestry, which would be probably a pretty good sale item. We could definitely do that. But yeah, Carlos, we have our agave clothes and our rope. So what's tier 3? Water nursery is good. Obsidian mine is good to sell stuff, and then our outdoor kitchen, you can make tacos with that, which everybody likes tacos. So maybe we want to do that. I like that more than this stuff, but I like the exquisite swords and the grand bazaar quite a bit. Those exquisite swords sell for a good amount, and they're not too bad to make. But before we can even get that, we need to get some more money. We need to get some more caravan action happening more often, and it'll happen. It's just gonna be a little bit to get there. I think we do need to expand a little bit in our housing department. We have 8 citizens that want new houses, so I think I'm gonna build another little blip down over in here, and we'll just kind of continue this pattern. I really like this aesthetic look of these 2x2s. It's very clean looking. I like that, the 2x2s, and I only wish that this was lined up a little bit better. It's a couple of rows off, but that's okay. We have this nice little area right in here. and we can just look at that when we want to see it perfection. So let's see, what else can we do in the meantime here? So our blueprints, we should have some tiers. We don't have disaster, so we don't need to worry about that guy. But let's go ahead with the Rubik's Cube, because why not? We'll plop that guy down. And then the Goof Off Hero can be really, really good. We need some stone and we need some like gold dust, which isn't too bad to get. Of course, we can always trade for it. So I think, this is pretty early for the Goof Off Hero, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna put the Goof Off Hero here. This thing can be really, 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 really good. I usually get these at the end of the series, and let's just do a little bit different here with this. Look at the Goof Off Hero, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get to. And the Sky Witch, of course, just looks awesome. So let's get her placed somewhere. I'll put her up over here by our caravans, and then the Ocean Witch I'll put over here by the water. Not an ocean, but water. And there we go. A couple little neat things. We should have those tiers. I don't think that those are too hard. Well, they're hard to come by, but we should have. Okay, we have 2. So we got 1, 2. That should be no problem. Goof Off Hero, we have the stone. We need 9 gold sand. So we definitely could do that once these guys come back. Have a little bit more money, and then we can buy some gold sand. Okay, so this is harvest season now. It's getting cold, and look at that. We lost over half of that field. Holy moly, that's insane. Yeah, so we're gonna need a couple more people in this field. So this was an 8x8, and this was a 15x15. So this isn't even double the size. With double the workers, it does not cut it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. It's not good at all. I need additional workers when I already have so many workers in the farms. I don't like that at all. So at least for agave, which is what I need to work on right now, that's not gonna fly. So we'll get rid of that, but we can at least put in a couple more standard fields, and we'll do that over here. Let's just do a couple, and we'll fill those in a bit. But we do have our 4 laborers, and I think our caravan will be back really soon. So with our 4 laborers, let's go ahead and plop one of them in here, because we're still not making enough spirits. So we'll get that guy in here. And then this is how we're doing our reeds, 167. So let's get started on our rope. And then I am going to plop this guy as use rope to boost efficiency. There we go. Get those guys working hard. And I think I heard the little dingy noise. Okay, no, well, not quite. Not for these anyways, but this Ocean Witch is almost done. Our caravan's rolling in. You can see them back there. And we have an unexpected gains. Let's check it out. Cactus juice, 410. Holy. All right, so now with this guy's back, we are going to, of course, have to pause it in just a second here. And we'll get some gold sand, and we'll get this Goof Off Hero started. I'm very curious on what it'll do for us. Usually, it's not detrimental, but it can be. So we're just dumping off the cargo here now, and we should have, there they are. Okay, so we're gonna stop, form a caravan, and price for this I'm not really that concerned with, but let's go ahead and we'll go to Carlos, and we are gonna sell. Oh, it was Rania that we visited, not Carlos, but I still like Carlos. I still tell everybody else. All right, we got our cat in the selling bin, and then we have our gold sand in the buying bin, but 100 a piece. And we need 9. That's gonna be 900 monies. That's a lot. So we will get a little bit back from our cats, but we are definitely losing more money than we are gaining with our little transactions in here. While we're at it, let's go ahead and grab some domestic fuels from Carlos as well, and then we'll be a little bit better with that situation. We're already at 900. How much do you want to do? 500? Is that going to work? We'll go with 500. We'll purchase that, and we'll form that caravan. And we got the insurance on it, and we should be good to go with that. And so those guys are going to be on the way. Get the cats and get those guys sold up, get us a little bit more monies, and we'll be sitting good. Okay, so we do have our little witch over here built. Kind of sweet looking. I really like the art in this game. Everything in this game looks so great. Very white because it's covered in snow, of course, but we'll check it out once the snow melts as well. And then here's our Sky Witch as well. Awesome looking stuff. And then it looks like these guys are ready. So that's where a couple of my workers went. But let's go ahead, and we're doing really great with well, we were doing great with food. It was in the green for a second there. So let's go ahead and let's get some more oats coming in. We can definitely get into some more the oat processing stuff, like getting some beer and getting some wheat. Definitely do that here pretty soon. Now, I would like to get a couple more critters. We only have geese. We don't have anything that's producing us additional fats besides what the hunters are bringing in. So I would like to get like a buffalo or alpaca or something. It'd be really nice if the hunters could find those guys. And we still need some more houses. Well, we haven't built the ones that we had before, because it looks like we need some iron ore. So that means we're gonna have to find some. It looks like we got some right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and gather up this. It's kind of far out. It's middle of winter, so I'm kind of worried about them freezing to death, but I think we'll be okay. And you can see we got a horde of people that go running out to get them. So hopefully that doesn't take too long and they're back in time before any adverse effects happen to them. And then we'll be able to build these houses, and then that should go away. But we are going to need another cemetery as well here pretty dang quickly. We're gonna have to move it down too, I think. We seem to have been filling in the space where the original one were. So we're gonna have to just move down here, and we'll delete this northern one and then move it back here, and we'll just kind of keep sneaking our way down this way, I think, with the cemeteries until we get that level 5 with Carlos. And then here's the snow melting, and then our statues. I guess it's still pretty white. That's just kind of how it is, I guess. And then this one has a couple more little colors on it, a couple of gems on there. So yeah, they stand out against the green background for sure. They just look awesome, super cool. And this Goof off here, I'm kind of excited about it. Like I said, I usually wait really late in the gameplays to get it, but I think it'll be kind of fun to see what kind of shenanigans we can get into here. And it looks like our rough clothes are doing okay. How are we doing on wool? Okay, decent. So we should be able to go to right here. Yeah, agave and then rough clothes. So 1,000 agave is a ton. What we got, our distilleries working now and getting us some more spirits. So that should take care of some of that stuff. It doesn't look like we have rope currently in, oh, there we go, in the Research Institute. So that's going to help us move that along as well. And with more immigrants on the way, I think I'm going to put in another Research Institute or 2. And then we'll have a little bit more even coming in. So we'll get that stuff set up. Here's our sand pits that I was talking about. This guy and this guy. This one I want to have sand. This one is clay. And we could put 2 people in the sand pit getting us sand and get that started as well. So here's our Rubik's Cube. For 1,000 we can make a wish and get 99 of a random item. We don't have that much, so we can't do that yet, but pretty soon. It's not like the most exciting thing, but it's kind of fun to do. Just trade in your silver coins for something. These houses I got built up pretty quickly, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and we'll put 4 more in. Looks like we got away with gathering that iron ore without anybody freezing to death, so that's very nice. Of course, don't like it when that happens. So we'll get those 4 more in the way here, and then yeah, that should handle most of our citizens. Oh, we did have a town hall person expire, so let's check out what we have to replace them. It looks like agriculture proficiency and pasture yield. Pasture yield is decent, but let's go with agriculture proficiency since we have a couple farms up and over in here. This would be decent to get back in operation. Oh, and it looks like I only had 2 workers over here on these oat fields, so we'll put 2 more in there. We have 1 person left, and we have immigrants nearly here, and we almost have another technology. So let's get this soap once we get the point, and then we'll get these immigrants, and we'll probably build some more farms. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll just do that in just a second here. Immigrants are pulling in right now. You can see them there walking down the main road there. And we did get our tech point, so we're going to accept these 12 immigrants, and we're going to get these guys situated. So we're very, very low on food here. So I think we'll put a couple more people in the cactus field here. Get some more cactus action coming in, because these things are usually pretty good. Yeah, look at that. We're 200. I'm going to put a couple more people in here because these guys are very potent if we have enough cactus. Easily over 1,000 food coming in from those guys. So we'll get a couple more workers in there. And then I do want to sprinkle some more people around for timber. So I'll put 1 person there, put a couple people in there. And these are all at 1. So I must have flexed those guys out. We'll do that. And then Gatherer's Hut's doing fine. Now we're at 6. And so let's kind of go ahead and check our reed stock. Let's go with a couple people in sandpit and a couple people in reeds and get these industries started up a little bit here. We do have 2 extra laborers, which is very nice, and we could flex a couple people out of these reeds maybe for the research institutes. Our food isn't doing great, so hopefully these couple adjustments here are going to be sufficient. I think our agave might be... Oh, I was thinking we had 2 more agave fields. Our agave is doing great as well. Oats, no stock and oats really, but because they get eaten up very quickly. Ooh, our caravan came back too, by the way, obviously, because here is our Goof off hero with his little fish sword, and that thing is getting built up pretty great. I'm excited about this one. So you can see here that we are at 1,800 silver coins. Not a lot. We have lost quite a few, but we got some things. So yeah, hopefully the Goof off hero has the potential to really help us in some cases. You know, one of the benefits that it can give is plus 99 citizens, which now that I'm thinking about it, if I got if I doubled my town size right now, yeah, that would be a little bit of an issue, I feel like. So we would definitely have a couple problems happening, but we might be able to get away with handling it okay. But we'll cross that bridge if and when it happens. Alternatively, if this thing minuses 99 of our people, also a huge problem. So I'm kind of risking it for the biscuit here. List of heroes. What does that mean? Oh, it's credits. That's awesome. Twin Gunblade, great name, Norton. I think I looked at that at one point before, but it's been a minute, and yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's where they put the credits. That's a neat thing. All right, so we didn't get anything from the Goof off hero yet. I'm actually terrified now that I'm thinking about that a little bit more. If we lose 99 citizens, I'm screwed. We're gonna be really, really low on people. But most of this other stuff we can manage. Losing happiness and health is not going to be the greatest, but I think we'll be okay if we do that. Theater, we have our tech point. Let's get that theater going. We should have these bricks, this cut stone, and this glass, so we can activate this. So remember, this is here, not anymore. It's still suggesting, but we can get away with it. And then once this is complete, we'll get entertainment, and then we'll be good to go with that. But let's get this theater built up and get our happiness improved a little bit here. And we can plop this guy quite easily right here. Ooh, new livestock acquired. We got their alpaca. So you ask for it and there it shows up. So we're gonna definitely put a couple more critters in over here. Let's go about right in here, and we'll do a 7x7. Actually, I'm kind of impeding on our forester side over here. Let's go over here. There we go. And for now, only one of them will have a packet in it, but eventually we can get the double, of course. We'll probably shift somebody out of probably one of the sand pits here, or both sand pits, and use those workers elsewhere instead. So long as they still exist. Then our Goof off hero doesn't screw us over here. But we're just kind of waiting up for our technology point, and then we'll get our entertainment, and then maybe we'll get soap this episode. Maybe we'll wait till next episode to get the soap. We'll see. All right, we got our first Goof off hero effect. 9 flocks of turkeys respond to the map. Nothing really affecting us with that one, which I'm okay with, I think. Now, and the more that I think about the plus and minus of the 99 people, I get a little worried about that, but we'll see if that happens. Even it might not even happen. But we got our new tech point. Let's get our entertainment up, and that is going to help our happiness. And then we should be sitting dang near close to full green smiley faces after all that happens. So this guy's still getting built up. Obviously it isn't built yet, but we should have the materials ready for that eventually here. And we're still working on our pastures over here as well. We got a couple things marked up for the winter time to clear up the wood off from the map a little bit around here, pick up some of these herbs, and we're just kind of persevering and chugging along and getting our research institutes built, and we're getting places. I think the next one for sure we're gonna do is gonna get into some soap action, and I hope to see you on that one. So that's gonna be it for this. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.